Most of us go into a makeup palette like a toddler with fresh watercolors, excited, but it somehow turns into a mess. You follow a quick tutorial, try a simple wing, and a few minutes later, you're wiping off something that looks completely wrong. And honestly, it's not because you're bad at makeup. It's because you were never shown the right technique in the first place. Makeup isn't just copying what you see online. Different faces, different features, different results. So instead of overwhelming you with 100 variations, I'm keeping it simple. In today's video, I'm showing you the proper way to do each step: eyebrows, eyeliner, blush, contour, lips, the techniques that actually work no matter your face shape. Let's get started. If your foundation still looks like this, you definitely need to learn proper base makeup application. If you apply your foundation by just smearing it across your face, rubbing it into your nose in circles, and then thumping away with a damp sponge, then your makeup will end up peeling, cakey, and looking like a patchy mess with strawberry pores in less than an hour. Here's a base makeup tutorial that won't cake. After washing your face, apply a thick layer of moisturizer and let it sit for 10 minutes. Use a dry cotton pad to gently wipe in one direction. This lifts away softened, dead skin. This ensures your base won't get dry or flaky. Even in winter, you need sunscreen. Squeeze out a coin-sized amount and swipe it on in one direction. Switch to a moisturizing foundation. Save those fast-drying, film-forming foundations for the summer. Take a foundation brush and dab both sides with a little bit of lotion first. This makes the bristles thin and sleek. When you apply foundation this way, the brush won't eat the product and it applies much more evenly than using your fingers. Use a bouncy, damp makeup sponge. First, tap it on the back of your hand to remove excess product. Tap vertically onto your face to blend. For tricky areas like under the eyes and the sides of the nose, fold the sponge and use the tip to press the foundation directly into the pores. Use the leftover residue on the sponge to lightly pat over your eyelids. With this method, you only need one pump of foundation to achieve a finish that is hydrated and thin, yet has great coverage. Even up close, the nose and under eye areas will look flawless. Step 1. Eyebrows. Draw a line from the middle of the eyebrow to the tail, then connect the tail back to the brow peak. This defines the overall flow of the brow. Above this midline, add strokes diagonally downward toward the tail. Below the midline, add strokes diagonally upward. Choose a fine-tip brow pencil that can create distinct, hair-like strokes. Each stroke should be slightly more slanted than the last. This creates a very natural hair flow effect. For the front of the brow, draw a few main strokes vertically upward. Then fill in the gaps with shorter lines to finish the head of the brow. Finally, use the brow pencil to draw a thin eyeliner wing and define the lower lash line. A natural, everyday, eye-saving look is complete. Step 2. Eyeliner. First, draw a 1 cm horizontal straight line to connect the outer corner of the eye to the middle. Fill in the gap in between. Wrap the eyeliner around to the inner corner and fill it in. For the lower lash line, take a dusty brown shade and draw a curved line from 3 mm below the outer corner toward the middle of the eye. Use the leftover powder on the brush to lightly sweep across the inner corner. Blending out the lower lash line makes the eyes look much larger. Draw the aiguille following the same curve, then use a matte highlighter to brighten it. Finally, apply some natural, cool-toned lashes. And there you have it, a versatile go-to eyeliner look that suits everyone. Step 3. Blush. Stop applying your makeup blush like this. Do this instead. Apply your liquid blush first using 3 strokes, then to the jawline. Then blend using a sponge. Now use a brush to blend out the center of the face. Look at the contrast. The face looks more three-dimensional and slimmed down, and it looks perfectly natural from the side profile. Step 4. Nose contour. Stop doing your nose contour like this. Do this instead. To achieve the correct contouring effect, start by dipping into your contour shade and drawing a small V on the tip of the nose. Then draw an inverted V shape above it to connect to the tip. On the bridge of the nose, draw 2 vertical lines resembling the number 1, and create 2 C shapes at the nasal root between the eyes. Use small parentheses style curves on the sides of the nostrils. Add a small line to shorten the philtrum area, and draw a curved line on the chin. Next, switch to your brightening or highlight shade and draw an exclamation point down the center of the nose, followed by small parentheses on the sides of the nose and minus signs at the nasal root and under eye bags. For the mid-face area, draw greater than and less than signs on the cheeks, an equal sign above the brows, and minus signs on the forehead and chin. Take a moment to screenshot this map before blending everything out naturally to ensure the face looks clean and the 3-dimensional depth is fully realized. Once the other side is blended, finish by dabbing highlighter on the tip of the nose and the inner eye corners to see the full transformation from your pre-contour look. And there you have it, perfectly contoured nose. Step 5. Lips. Before. After. First, use a lip liner to draw a U shape on the cupid's bow. Stretch the corners of your mouth with your fingers. This makes drawing a smile lip much more effective. Do the same on the other side. Deepen the areas on both sides of the philtrum in a triangular shape. Then connect those to the corners of the mouth. Draw a curve along the bottom lip, but don't outline the whole thing. Use a lip brush to blend it out naturally. Only blend the edges, leaving the color more concentrated in the center. Remember, blend the bottom lip line inward, not outward. This makes the lips look extra plump. For lipsticks, start with a light base shade. Use a lip brush to pick up the product and dab it onto the upper lip, blending slowly. It looks better and more natural if you blur the edges of the lips. Next, take a darker lipstick to deepen the inner part of the lips. Do the same for the top lip, but leave the very center of the lip bead clear, just deepen the 2 sides. Use the brush to blend the edges of the dark color, but don't blend it out completely, or you'll lose that 3D effect. Finally, layer on a clear lip gloss. Your full, gorgeous lips are done. Go ahead and try it out. Step 6. Eyeshadow. If you're still applying your eyeshadow like this, you need to stop right now. Applying a heavy layer of color directly onto the eyelid is a mistake because it looks muddy and unappealing. Instead, grab a 9-shade eyeshadow palette and dip your brush into the off-white shade to set and prime both the upper and lower eyelids. For the second step, take a light coffee brown and sweep it across the entire eye socket using a horizontal zigzag motion. Third, use the darkest shade and add it to the outer corner of the eye to create more dimension. Use the same color to draw along the lower lash line and the eyes instantly look bigger. For the final step, take the shimmery glitter shade and apply it to the center of the eyelid. It sparkles beautifully. The champagne highlighter can also be used to brighten the Eyeshadow style and inner corners. And just like that, a daily, versatile, earthy toned eye makeup look is complete. Even beginners can master it right away.